come fly with us together for the first time as a couple.
We pulled an all-nighter and stayed up for 28 hours because we were scared to miss our flight.
Going on planes and going to the airport is my favorite thing ever. So I have no idea how this is the first time we've ever flown together. Fun fact, I actually used my first ever TikTok check to pay for this trip. Like, as soon as I got paid, I booked these flights. And this trip was actually a Christmas present for Anthony.
Where's the next bus to Chicago?
Anthony actually surprised me with a trip here for my birthday. So we were literally just here this summer.
I'm sure anyone who lives in Chicago can tell you that it's addicting.
My long-distance best friend lives here. And we've also made pretty good friends with her entire friend group. We're actually planning on moving here next year after our lease ends. Fun fact, I have flown on a plane many, many times. And not once has my flight ever been delayed. But of course, when it's Anthony's Christmas present, it gets delayed. We were so scared we weren't even going to be able to stay awake until our flight. Like, we had been awake for 29 hours at this point. We literally had to go buy a Monster because we would have missed it. Thankfully, it only got delayed an hour, and then we were on the way to the plane. I have this weird thing where I have to touch a plane before every time I ride inside and we were so tired that we missed our boarding group. The odds of us getting a seat next to each other was not looking good. I had to whip out the...
Is anyone sitting here?
You know how much it would have sucked to not be able to sit next to each other on our first flight together? I ended up fully knocking out before we even took off anyway. After my 1 hour of sleep in 30 hours, I woke up in the air. Yeah, Anthony, though. Bro, we actually look like zombies at this point. But we were finally in Chicago.
Always feels so different here than it does in Maryland.
Like, the vibes are just better. I don't know how to describe it. I found this Build-A-Bear vending machine, but I talked myself out of it. We picked up our luggage, and that shit was heavy. And then we got lost. It was a free shuttle to our hotel, but we couldn't figure out where it came. But we finally found it, hopped on her, met this really cute boy on the shuttle, and finally made it to the hotel where my card got declined because my bank didn't recognize the charge from Chicago. It was a rough morning, but at least we're here.